it's more of said ya woka na nkra no so bind the no kra enye ba kokra okrom here because of children rights and all those safeguarding issues and then I say for expulsion so cry because Mr. T akraba ko ye inedi free school nim because ne so bind
considering all that you've said, how easy or difficult and I will say UK at the trend compared to meaning say what try there or Ghana and Sana or try there South Africa. Now compare the Chromian saying my me saying what did you UK how easy or difficult and I'll say UK at the trend
but in rating the three countries no make say the UK is more difficult. South Africa be na Ghana obi obese to eska say na me do be school dem
the Chrome ham who is saying, and I'm asking because what's not Ghana, what's not South Africa, what's not say generally the Chrome ham na set now who is saying is there something you or show where chia who feel say
remember on can we manu me ho
keep watching, keep watching,
keep watching,
keep watching, keep watching, keep watching, and subscribe to Life Abroad 24.
About Life Abroad 24. So say na your first time I will join you and patrol, but more than I say, I'll be subscribing now while clicking on the bell notification button so you don't miss out on any video. And a guestie or a very special to me because I mean he knew me when I was way younger, what my dear and a long time experience it was teaching more. On year before the experience what happened UK has say now on a chair kwanya say afe na wo beba na wo betra de wo UK kwanya wo befa so a wo benya sa kwanya no enti no and I have Nana over here meja no I introduce ne ho yeah meja no introduce ne ho
welcome to Life Abroad 24. Yeah, Hannah exclusive formation from the UK, Ubenya, and Futu advice, anything you need for your traveling experience. Yeah, Ubenya channel. So subscribe. Yeah, me can cry advert man. The kind of subscribe. Yeah, create him. So I can be needed and I'll say once. Yeah. We shall see free here. Okay, so me try the way you can say mona me try mass. And tin any comedy no be more of kwan a obetimi nso afa so na watimi abɛkyerɛ deɛ no bi wɔ ha yɛboaboa yɛn ho yɛn ho nti no kwan a obetimi afa so na ɔnso wabɛka yɛn ho wɔ ha na yɛn nyinaa bɔbra no na South Africa ɛna na mewɔ akɔhyɛ wɔbɛ 11-12 years na nyame adom last year ɛna menya akɔnya de ba ɔman yi mu eti introduction na saa ne teɛ.
Okay. Nti nana say now was South Africa no na ye kasapa nti no I knew well enough say na ho no why very settled ho na we need so kan ho but then edin e ma feel say I mean a brand so me person me free South Africa and why even the UK, why not any other country, like what was the pull and push factor Emma free South Africa?
Okay, I think the major one was the system in South Africa. No, in terms of more nkratasem, meka no titire se nkra mo nkratasem be ne nim said the omo no ba hoho sem na omo etete yefa bi a o hwe we hu bi da wo online ana bibisa enti no se wo renew wo nkrata wo de adwuma wo man no ma edin ye because of say omo wo perception be say ahoho beji omo adwuma and all of that nti no edin say nkrata renewal nti no omo system no no ye one e kan ho bi na ma me free o man because every time bia no breast no say obe renew or documents. A breast will say a ban and crata sem a ban of that kind of way now the way we ho best stress so pansana and no cry just what if you fair for agents be so nice get and normal be brave. Tena no na many anka on my name because brebia no maybe I wouldn't be an I say the second thing no sumdue ankasa unya sumdue sa say bit me at accuses here bit me the bonnet for some war my name no dawson ain't no um but I said the old canon, me koshe all 10, 11, 12 years, no. The man me say me free hono, say me carry an angas and a drew stage be me free say me hear experience from other countries. Into no when I'm called teacher training, when I omo etete me at the ceremony bibia, me shradi or wache ye be ye school leader, school principal anyway. But before you say experience na magani or hon say me be so outside at the kahwa that be no some the ba me my Ghana mu a ebeboa in terms of your curriculum no crampo no me experience Ghana there, South Africa there, other country na nye UK per se but hana kwanya no ba say metimi abatu amade trend so na kwanya no so ba no mampo meti fi say UK education system no ne Ghana there no sise kakra compared to South Africa there no yeah until no ama miss esa choose UK say ne meba ha sei
We'll say SS like a cry in terms of what?
On academic years, no Ghana is starting September to August, July, more na and the following year. I have say most of the same thing. On academic year, no starting September, na ye real July, na ya was summer holidays, no in August, na fe ya sign resume in September. So and year one, and a two the curriculum nangasa mass na me train to me use mass and like the way our more mass curriculum is structured no the concept I use or I have say more my no a bia ne ofie mass the oko baby yes but the terms no more I have say autumn term the spring term and the summer term it no 3 terms na or hanibia ne ofie and said or mash share or more concept and our topics in any way, the same thing and a similar one and a fee, me will say okay, my me enya a high experience na me fan compare the me war South Africa no na to compare with other curricula we have around the world e be no be me more knowledge into the curriculum side of things na yeah they atoa yeah brand so
Na just say metie na woka na metie na woka na se a na just say obi wo Ghana na bia o chere maths because you limited it to mathematics. So o chere maths e wo Ghana na just say no ba UK ha say wo be chere maths a enye wo hu bebre, yes sir.
saa pɛpɛɛpɛ ɛnyɛ hu bebree sɛ concept no deɛ wonim mass no deɛ wonim math no nti no processes a wobɛfa de aba no mmom ne hia sɛdeɛ wobɛfit into the system ne hia sɛdeɛ adwuma no rules and regulations a ɛwɔ mu ne hia behavior management strategy the biggest one ɛne hia but ɛba no sɛ yɛde wo gyina board no anim deɛ a ɛyɛ dɛ yɛ a wowɔ knowledge no deɛ a ɛnyɛ hu wobɛtumi akyerɛ bi yeah.
Na mpacho betimi atwe which stage a o chere ade ebi a wo university wo college ha say omo school system na me akasa na confuse me so wo so kakra.
Okay, I have say Momo system here very broad in terms of Omachichim. It's very segmented and differently way compared Ghana deɛ no ebi nso a yɛnyini wɔ Ghana ne nti no mehu Ghana deɛ no straightforward ɛna ha sei mu no nso afei na maba mu nti no but deɛ mehu ne sɛ Ghana no yɛwɔ nursery and kindergarten which is the preschool level na akra no kɔ primary for 6 years na ɔkɔ junior high school na ɔkɔ senior high school na afei university or the tertiaries aha sei mu no nso no ɔmo wɔ the same thing nursery and as a kindergarten no ho. From there no omachiche into key stages into your key stage 1 key stage 2 key stage 3 key stage 4 key stage 5 and then the A levels that's the advanced levels from there na university into no key stage 1 no key stage 1 key stage 2 near primary school right Enti no primary school no kwa from year ahanom friend years Ghana be can be a primary and grade and bibisa. It year 1 to year 6 no more primary school. And then year 7 to year 11 no combining junior secondary, part of junior secondary and actual secondary and I'm friend of secondary year 7 to year 11 no. And also no our key stage 3 and key stage 4. So key stage 3 year 7, year 8, year 9. You're from key stage 3. And year 10, year 11 key stage 4. To me make sure year 7 to year 11 combining key stage 3 to key stage 4 no. Yeah, had say mo friend secondary school. Yeah.
Into
Until
from
we
uh-huh.
owie saa key stage 4 na watwerɛ GCSE compared to Ghana yen yeah wasi no. And then but the difference and also kakra ɛwɔ hɔ no sɛ because beginning natural madrin kakra sɛ ɔtwerɛ GCSE ni wie a ɔntumi mfa nkɔ university ɛgye sɛ wakɔyɛ advanced levels no which is key stage 5 no nti advanced levels no yɛ 2 years which is year 12 year 13 nti no okoye no wie mostly okoye no as full time for the advanced levels and now so wetin okoye apprenticeship and in some work way and obeko vocational level because ohwe omo system na key stage 4 now obetwere ne GCS na wie no omo frɛ no level 2 to level 2 enko university just a level 3 which is the advanced levels and nebeko university wa ha but Ghana so we senior high school A level. I think that kind of a system no be O level no A level and no wako university yeah. And none that's what I say yeah. Into na hano we are key stage in 4 na yeah GCS no tree yeah. And just acquire advanced levels and also obey apprenticeship and obey vocational BB something to get level 3 and sign out the level 3 no at Wasako University. Yeah.
And the little bit I also know is that Mahano option to go to either a university and as a college.
Yeah, college no okoye advanced levels no. Nti owie GCS no etwere wie a wanya no level 2 na either so obekọ college akoye full time A levels no and na say obeye work and studying said they make a what you say hinty work no benya work experience for 2 years now or the year part-time study no said they be benya no advanced levels for university and now so be apprenticeship in the job now when your knowledge in the role now fi or the encouragement into no students no do na no aha no bebre na impaired the no sa because you fan for from sa wo ani abre pese or ye work kra no hunu say o mpena sem into no dodoɔ no awie GCS na ɔde akɔfa apprenticeship side ɔbɛkɔ akɔsua adwuma ne yɛ menkra yɛ bɛbɛtwerɛ no asɛn wo ne bi di nkɔmmɔ a pɛ sɛ meyɛ carpentry mepɛ sɛ meyɛ mason mepɛ sɛ meyɛ those kind of job a bi a Ghana Accra secondary school yɛ plumbing na ɔmo pɛ papapapapa kyerɛ sɛ adwuma a ebi a yɛn side no Accra no obusan sɛ o career wei aspiration yɛde yɛ a ɔbɔbɔ engineering ne wei but aha sɛ yɛ mu no that's one thing I noticed. Or pay those handiworks, plumbing, electricals, those kind of things. But any intention they say yeah at the basic level obi na ebe tuya neka ono no thinking of plumbing I was thinking of starting up a business ono mo be ha nkofo na wa be ye penny wom omo goals and vision no because the system has been structured to give them the support they need and all of that.
Right. Nana, yes, a chrome has say at the tray. Abranti about me interviewing no or try the Ghana and Wabakroom has say, but we're diverted from teaching into a different field altogether. Na muti ne kasa mu a na enkofo keka kyerɛ no sɛ ekrom ha de kyerɛ no nyɛ easy. First of all no woyɛ tuntum no ɛno ɛma wo yɛ disadvantaged. Ɛna ebiem nso ɔmo sɛ nkora no untimi nya saa control na yɛ krom teacher ni wo wɔ nkora so no. Na sɛ krom ha no nte saa. Na wo baayɛ no first of all no what the how many months or years ɛwɔ ha, and how do you find that?
Okay. Uh Yeah, starting from the last question, maybe I think said in the next 2 months, because me by August, and I started teaching in September last year, 2024. Into yeah, and the academic year we know in July next, say end of May. So in July, the next month, I just say me try the full academic year and every. Like I said, the most challenging part was the autumn term, which was from September to December, the first academic term. And the oba for fra who bachelor pa. When I do na country mo mobile. And most teachers I know, and some of them I know, no, they diverted from teaching. Sorry, class, you know, minim go for 2 3 or more free teaching in Makora army, military nim. No, it's more of said ya work and crying to bind the and the no cry and never cry here because of uh children rights and all those safeguarding issues and then I say for no um but then aside that no more behavior management strategies bio schools are me for lots or wow some ways near baby I'd seen talk a crowd but to say me school say no yeah wo so be my crown first warning for behavior no actually board no ama obi ehun say wadnya warning koswa misbehavior man a second warning na fe or free class or call a room a hall like a friend or reflection room to reflection room hono obe mana training statement said there when you buy some na outro statements na fe any normal obey yeah or on repeat sa behavior any BM yeah um yeah was say depending on the severity of the issue no or more bet me a sanction akra no obenya after school detentions and so on obenya like playtime and lunchtime detention and so on expulsions so cry because Mr. T akra ba ko ye inedi free school nim because ne suban na nye enti no almost measures will but answer because of children's rights and the way they value education say akra not to say crime na yeah or better na school nim ahano they work on behavior points say or yeah born in and record the behavior point into no akra be betimi akọ one of our nkra me tutor group or more than 200 behavior points already yeah end the year no but still omu because of behavior point and I say yeah you can be sanctioned by the Obasan back and then as because no matter how he is no person still onya that kind of formal education no and no oba for dia anyway ni better to bed even omo chrome ha teachers na ngasa kra na me ne omo na ye adwuma no almost de bia wo class what is obi atiem on the class ontimi nya bi ma akwa staff room na or tennis you because and the whole class of Timmy abs and the use you know teacher ni na na ebetete no and I think some side no because of the experience from South Africa and internal as a man who be kakra ho no so no your friend of child protection a higher safeguarding into kwan abefa so akra no onye kra na obetena class asua de ne de you have to use certain strategies and you know, those strategies I mean yeah be free South Africa no and no boy me beginning of when I Mr. T and yeah me in Canada there were some times Mr. T I would leave them and go call my head of department say this is what they're doing and or no bekasa I think so one class they even cried 3 girls be they took them away from the class for 1 week said they be a menya some really atre omo maka na de because omo ba ɛhɔ no bɛbɔ netball ɛhɔ na yɛbɛto to normal yewe ɛne ɛbɔ de metwe na bi to normal bɔ me anyway but one thing I would say is say it boils down to patience. Teaching is all about patience. It's strategies ni be you can with the enfo no ntwam preko. A boy me ma mitimi survive that very first autumn term no was one patience which I've mentioned. Um you are here to teach at the end of the day betu yauka akra no osuo wansuo betu yauka yeah you care about the child and all of that but then um said medical can begin na na ehye mabufo okra no because when they compare Ghana say oh omo hu penny say this is an adult they will give you that respect but I have say you know who say even head teacher crowd bull class crowd now to make just the menko ba friend say oh ye yemfa nko no obeka just unko So omu who penny wa hasankra na one. The control is way, but what they are crow care understanding them. Okay, akrabi or na or no crown fear of urbano and I say or something like HDHD or your or an element of autism be one more be a near that high level no but or ASD or a AEN student, AEN additional education needs. So here assistance kakra bi ansa na watimi asua de. Nti na ɛsɛ wotumi ehu akra ne profile and your school no de bema we system no so a obehu akra bia profile. So you read on the profile of the child na what gyina no so they are supporting them. Say akra we de or back class or person nante. So my strategy be say member na ba board no more about sometimes crying I just sit down make that child a teacher no na appoint it other mate and say or answer questions no or give it achievement point to them sometimes I'll have a one-on-one chat with some of them trying to understand them. So these were some of the strategies boy I mean I think the biggest was trying to listen to them getting to know them and providing that kind of care for them because sad na me yeah no so emma like as I'm crying no be pay myself and because I know them, they know me, they know what I want, and I know what they sometimes on back class cry now one person and then the my years or moons the you know. So mathematical game cry I'm no be player and as a game I'm no be player me make sure so me linking it to maths. So yeah, at least they'll still get the mathematical concept. So Pedifobal rack class, yeah, you're playing maybe a Kahoot and I look at a yeah game, but it is mathematical game. But I say, hey, you know, you have to devise strategies. Obetime and no my. And you say first term nima and as a second term nima still I was finding my feet, you know, and crano one full class organize a birthday surprise party. Then yes, I'm get to a line manager say, in the history of the school, cry no yes, I'm a teacher maybe other. So in that shortest possible time, which means I've really made an impact on them. So in there, but it's doable. We can through Mona, being persistent, find strategies, way and work it, use another one. I think one other thing that worked for me a lot, and so yeah, celebrations. Omo pay and pay celebrations. Into working by school system, say an achievement point. But I go beyond the achievement point. Me to your friend is say sweets, candies, chocolate, mini ones. Na me will container bi or a cranny worker all my classes. The cranny worker na my mana train din atum our papers no the atum sir. So at the end of 2 weeks be I something like raffle. I choose about 5 or 10. Into the names I pick na mama almost those sweets and candies. They love it a lot. Other strategies of celebrations, positive emails sending home. Because normally normal behavior in you know granted on our negative report. So okay differently now send it bibi kiti kran or yeah no I send the email home to praise them omo pesa de ne pa so and not boy ma build a positive relationship with the kids yeah the way these are some of the strategies I'm using here.
I think so. Strategies there are very, very, very helpful.
Yeah boy pa
Teacher for our more chrome has say or more struggle kakra no strategies way bet me aboa or mama or what me navigate it positively. Now considering all that you've said, how easy or difficult and I will say UK at the trend compared to meaning say what try there or Ghana and sana or try there South Africa. Now compare sa a chromium saying you know my me saying you know what did to UK one? How easy or difficult and I'll say UK at the trend
but in rating the three countries no make say the UK is more difficult. South Africa, Ghana, because the reason why I'm saying that is I'm talking in terms of behavior management. I'm taking one aspect of it, and then I'll take the aspect of resources and we know so now I rated that side because okay, two different parameters. You cannot combine all of them. And behavior management. Ghana it's easy. Accra no one who penny crana or who's a penini or bone woho any one. South Africa, well, Africanism kakra wo ye munti no store ohun penny by hono abrofo no on say odomu di omo so che nti na abrofo so ban kakra wo mu enti no aye semi way said me di kan kan no e ho na ma me hu enkra ne bi su ban a me ba ha se mu no de o mu ye na free say ma hu bi paint no na enche da ya but a ha se mu no on hu penny on bu penny on sro penny mrani di ma no akra ne kokko kan say se teacher ni na ye say ya ene enkra bebre me start e omo mpɛ ma ase na omo mpɛ ma asɛm yi ɔma kɔ kan sɛm bebree we a wɔsi ɔpɛ mɛma asɛm kyɛn ma the sexism at all so ɔmo ba bɛ investigate and there's nothing like that like ɔmo yɛ adeɛ na wo wa record say behavior point na make ho asɛm na yɛ software bi system if schools say use to ɛyɛ bɔne a na wa record it ɛwɔ hɔ parents no bɛhu sɛ ɛna ɔba school no say na ɔyɛɛyɛ ɔmo mpɛ saa because ɔmo parents bɛhu sɛ wabɛyɛ adeɛ sei nti no the moment I'll be recording man behavior point no she wants to counter that with BB say who teacher ni no so we say so they'll go to your pastoral department ɛhɔ no na ɔmo tie nkraa no asɛm if they are not okay emotionally and all of that they go there and they voice out yeah then they'll go to pastoral and say all of things about you I don't know so I don't know empower them a lot say office obet me I can be they are to teacher ni no so but God being so good my line manager me no I don't know, like or myself in a way say or more than some way yeah, the obey say na this is the next one or more can what happened. Then maybe I make me story or because oh I know you're a good man call baby. I cry back my recording my video in our class, which is a very big a serious offense. And
Information, whatever, about privacy.
yeah. And akra hin so back class o me two GCS in cry ni bi o mo ba be rio a mo ese o mo cry na o mani bre no o mo be class phone so no mo te kamedi me fa ho mo ntra mo phone so na mo ye de mo be ye o mo ye the day o mo disturb other kids and students na o mo sua de no enti na me catch o mo say me mo behavior point so me yes me record for behavior point no and now yes, they are coming to my table to even grab the computer and a mouse and they say prema me. So when they were ambushing me, then I took my phone, say if they don't go, I'll record them to show say they are abusing me. So they went to tell them, say, I recorded them, say, I took videos of them in the class. Omukrango can't say be they ambushed me and they came to my table. So my line manager by I'm changing him said they're making and I see I know say you're a good man, you not do something like that and all of that. And you try some. So say yeah, be my line manager no Timasi and I have that kind of relationship with and akoye we ya na ma ho akere wa say ayewe. Intino and know one part behavior management and amakano. The other part, the teaching resources, support for students, and we need the UK very high. UK very high. I know say Ghana no even recently I heard say the new system the buy curriculum on what changing and syllabus on what changing was there and home resources anyhow for some of the teachers to use. I know most of the schools are learning and without even IT or ICT facilities or we osua about laptop na ya draw board so me when I first held the mouse na mo SHS 3 Ghana. What I say. So in terms of infrastructure and resources for teaching and learning in himself from and form. So and yeah, the resources are really high. I have you use smart board, not the even the marker board. So smart board and why BBI was open information. I person search one then cranny construction, all the tools, mathematical set tools on the smart board and so that with me you should the extra money. We blend that with the whiteboard marker and other resources. And Krana and Kasanso so your platform I was setting homework online. Na no system na market in a way. So the support, the teacher development and all of that, very high this side, even compared to South Africa. Yeah. And also yeah, the other aspect that I'll talk about. Yeah.
Na accent and so I will find anything. Does it make it easy or difficult for you?
Oh, I said, you know, when they are me, you gonna do. But sometimes, I say, you try to blend in. Meno Angasano, I don't know. It comes natural to me the way I may relate it to students. So where do you hokra ne say me ankasa musa where did the asma and cano way and create as ye. But me taken as a joke and I say me bring it in a sense of humor say from my end, this is how we pronounce it. Internal most so how do you guys say it? So I'm learning a lot from the kids. But some of them we all laugh about it and then they will tell me the right one. Into and be hun to say, yeah, my cash from say I'm learning from them. They also learning maths from me. Into we are going two ways. So if there's a word that I pronounce, na man can yeah, once I cry back, could be I can write from the back. So that's how you guys say it. Na man can the right one near queening. So now I'm in some schools and crying be best I mean experiences are same cry. It be almost 3 years dear minimum, but to my face, I didn't experience that. Rather, I experienced what I would call say correction and learning curve. Say because of that leeway na me de ma wo mo ni nti no na ye nyina itimi sere about our mistakes and that yeah. I could be a mistake and to me be say who is your math teacher? Hwɛ na wambɔ me din because ɔbɔ me din a yɛbɛko ntɔkwa sisi a. Like the way I joke and laugh with them, no, they also get that opportunity to correct me and that into no man should answer me baby about that sentence, no, yeah.
Okay. Nti etie for Nana send them dey kan no ɔkyerɛ maths ɛwɔ ha na ne TikTok handle so any Facebook, right? Ɛhɔ so ɔkyerɛ maths.
YouTube more, yeah.
Yeah, so YouTube and TikTok pan I will
Yeah.
share Martin ewo. So nka wo de o YouTube handle and your TikTok handle ebe my ya. Yes, I de beto video na say so that you can see.
Okay, me YouTube ni maths with Mr. B. And I say Mr. B teaches maths. Yeah, Mr. B teaches maths. And then YouTube. And a TikTok ni maths with Mr. B.
All right,
Yeah.
all right. Yeah, the better video na say so you'll be able to
Okay.
find. Say be wo approach ha na wo UK ha say na umbako school o share math no enko yi and I say impo person mo use screen time positively. Ubetimi subscribe to these channels on TikTok and YouTube. Send a beya fun and interactive ways to do mathematics. Yeah, that's one unique thing about Nana. Nana Chema no wabumi ye dear, but I learned a lot from him. It bore me in going forward, no. Nana, so say be din komo afa the whole application home. Maybe mean opportunity say I mean this is what my channel is all about. I feel say I say I try as much as possible to signpost you to the right information or the best so about UK has say and pain bebre no for reaching me now or more about how or be go through application be a page you may be the baby right UK has say no more the cover agency so near deal musica and pain no me a huge advocate against that. Me say men fa usika my agency and my agency ndi usika obeba bedru ha no adwuma no kra ni ho obeye so me opportunity say especially knowing very well say for right means so if a right channels one could say to agency bia na obi remu no ye pesa won twa ye kwan no enti fa ye fa ekwan a ofa so a onya adwuma no wo pa adwuma no nya ye san nye wo visa sem de be remu no take us through it all.
Okay. I think that when I made up my mind to leave South Africa, it's more about reading and research. I read a lot about the UK education system, visa, what the kind of visa will be here and son about to me about tradia waha, even starting from qualifications, then it's a way and sana. Why? So the first thing I did was changing my and I said converting and you're converting you kind of say actis is more about your qualification comparison, yeah. omo compare wo qualification no to the UK one, which is called the UK. It was formerly the UK NARIC, but you see, I friend the UK ENIC. So that costs £140 plus £7 50 for over downloading certificates now, which is the UK ENIC no. Yeah, and on compare a friend statement of comparability. They compare current the certificate, which is your degree, no, to the UK qualification. Say be and also your degree or UK HANA, say a diploma, and I say whichever level it is. Now, English language, and so say which level of English we now are. Yeah, and only first why yeah, and I say obey. So that document in UK and so it's needed for your visa application. So even crown say when you're wondering say for now no ba apply we no normal you back can ye we are betting ya de ato na akwanya bi beda ho a already no normal way that no one say and expire, so you just pick them and you do. So the second one was the Actis, is similar to the ENIC, but then and no compare or English proficiency. Sɛ bi wɔ hɔ a wɔtwerɛ IELTS ne Pearson ne n'asefo nsa na watumi abɛwura mu. Wabe because wɔgye visa into the UK, you need to prove your English language proficiency no. So using the ACTIS, ACTIS will help evaluate your degree again to say you did your degree in English, so you don't have to write IELTS and abibisa. Yeah, and also it takes 10 working days and there's a little amount of money that you pay na and also about out amount. Yeah.
Enti no me pese me ntwa de a wo se menye ni mienu nyina.
Acts in mom here more, but and I'm the one saying what they way na attach here and they can also attach here and my way in my application me do. Yeah, because the part do na apply to say me my application they drew American na no maybe we cry na me say it's not part of the documents on something fan but I kept adding them because me so it made my visa was very quick instead of 2 weeks to 2 weeks in 2 weeks to 2 to 3 weeks to come out. Mensa in 5 days. So it was very quick and because of the evidence I added up. And you better at for soon and I say wait to me, I follow the same process. So that's the second one. The third one, which is the main thing needed also is the QTS, the qualified teacher status. Well, I have to say there are 4 ways you can get your qualified teacher status. The first one, which maths or science. If you teach maths or science, now free African countries, free Ghana, free Nigeria, free South Africa, which maths or science, you can straightforward apply for your QTS. Na why you the link no ebe my for na you can we ho na say wait to me I could read it more for yourself now I apply. Tino QTS and bit me apply unto actually they will award you that teaching
Status no.
status and they say you're a qualified teacher. The QTS I can was is simply like your Ghana teaching license. So to gain the UK teaching license and then who was na yake. Enti about them be 4 months, yeah, because that's the minimum time of 4 months. But I'm median take almost 8 months. So try to apply really early. So they yeah. But and no we need be another route I'll be to me the actual deal which is the 4-year rule. 4-year rule is say oh yeah, math science teacher STEM subjects be STEM is science, technology, engineering, maths, these subjects. Even some geography teachers are also included. Languages, modern foreign languages like French, Spanish, and German. Unimsa languages, and so you can teach in the UK without the QTS for up to 4 years. Then you by then they definitely now can mean Ghanaian brothers be on they don't have the QTS, but because they are into the STEM, bakutre maths, bakutre science, yeah, it's or more system no more trade for that 4 years, they have to apply for QTS now. That's the second route. So first one you can say apply online, and then the Bema. Second one bit me in your school maybe arbitrary for 4 years, But obi okra QTS ebe fanager wa won crack QTS. So our advice and say right now na bi a wo hwehwe bia na wo hwe we no, just go online and apply unto ahwe. Na enokra mpo no betim the evidence say you apply for QTS and you're waiting for the certificates and the license. Yeah. And here's second one to get the teaching license. The third way to get the teaching license in the UK, the QTS, is say your friend assessment route. So assessment route, you know, say baby I wanna what try the ACCA, you know. If you apply through the assessment route, and you are between 1,500 to 4,000 pounds. Na or more appointee will be an assessor to come draft a portfolio with you. They be about observing for some weeks and a month. Now they are gather those portfolio of evidence, you know. Then you submit that portfolio of evidence. It means basic maths or science test to be a say you have knowledge in those STEM subjects. Na omaye or more than account portfolio in then they will submit it for you to get the QTS. And the third way obetimi anya QTS. And the fourth way, you know, if you are an internationally qualified teacher, already you can do a PGCE online, right? Owned by UK. Obetimi aye no online and on obetumi training providers, they will train you online, and when you qualified, they will give you the QTS. Then the final way, in school, you apply for ABR PGCE, who would agree that you do come do your PGCE, and then for 1 year, and then you get the QTS. So this is how you get the teaching license in the UK. Yeah.
All right. Since you not just out there, no, ube encourage you say obi anko online and perform no. Now feel
Yeah, so subjects of Ghana, Nigeria, South Africa. Now was STEM, math or science there. Then straightforward go and apply for this QTS ni bina ebeboa. When these are subjects no na still na wo pese wo try there wa hase mu a obetimi use 4-year route no. Ebe den, but it's still possible. Ebitimo etimi anya bi dia ba. So you can still go onto the government site where there are job applications. So it's gov.uk. Or the link in it while bit me a click. So search for the jobs that are related to you. Be hard they say visas are not sponsored. So those jobs normal amount of sponsorship for visa. So don't just apply for any job. It's all really quite those that say visas can be sponsored at least. Na and also I and also
all these links no me de ni nyina beto me district me description box nim nti no okwa description box wa na wakwa akohwe all these links now access it, all these websites government website gov.co.uk website so enye baby ayeba obi baby obi twa wontro nti no na chese nana se say no se na wa mu no menya me QTS Miami Access or the
yeah.
generic substitute.
Yeah.
Also, so then what else? It's me here all these documents and some media pay a yes sir.
It goes both ways. Obetimi ape wabra wo ye. Anase wonya wiem dia omodu saa na meka no because se mimi kra ni nyina bi na wo nkra bi a definitely be fa me agya wo. So ehia se obenya bi de anase ene abrabo ne asetena obi ane ne lack ne favor. You can get the job without them, but in the actual sense, it makes sense because when your job without them, crana, you still do them. So I didn't any when is here and push you more. Yeah. So one thing I realized and I have to state it clear, say Menya Jumano on the government website, and they applied for many. I got some replies to some of them. Some you will not get the reply and all of that. But in through that research, then I came across two different agencies. One was called the RT Group, and the other is the Engage Education. Omunyina no so do offer training. Normal be Brahma came munyina training wo ho. Say how to teach in the UK, behavior management, safeguarding, some educational policies and as for the year about a month training every week. Be a virtual training about that. So when I registered with them, Engage Education as I'm making, I didn't pay any money to anybody. And I begin to cry. I thought say it was scam or joke or something because for me, say agency the about is ketua and all of that. But we mono, I think say the school pays them to get them teachers. So near Dawson Bebre. And I think the last year 2024, I was the first person by the grace of God, no, minya appointment through them. So Omodiana said the school needed a teacher. They realized that my CV, is linked to, and I said will meet the requirement of the school. So they just connected me to the school. Say there's this job when you I'm so manager home the baby me pay. So that not they are done their part on my way. The rest of the interview process, mini school na yeah. The rest of my COS acquisition, documentation, visa processing, ni nyina me ana me ma de. So omo dia omo be mo an say they provided the basic training, no, to understand the UK system, no, and then they forwarded my CV to the school. The school was pleased. The school granted an interview and twe omo free mo ma wi omo de. So when your agency be sad yeah okay, but obi obese to eska say na me do bepe school there be antisa they meant to eska be ama obi yeah.
And in Passion, I just say I want to believe say be agency will more associated with the be school no and I said different schools are more suitable teachers more. What's
Correct,
your
yeah.
company?
Engage education. So engage education, yeah. And no cry bet me they almost link at to because they are constantly seeking and looking for when teachers. Just at this time no a call for more because of the immigration policies and the white paper now call around the new way and you know my man Nipanankas agency now working on mine no my man more teachers are ebi obi a kwan be na afa so na me the agency the email a man or na my contact agency and say oh this person will contact you, yeah, but that's it. And yeah, the agency no link a bit to her, and then you can try contact them, and then let's see. Immigration I'm gonna see yet but you never know. You may be the next favored person that Nyame adom so abepia. So after our agency in this school nearby, the next thing was an interview with the school. And I had the interview in two forms. The first one was face to face, said, yeah, me know Kasaye. And they asked some questions about education, about safeguarding, about knowledge in maths, about a lot of normal interview questions. I will call school be an interview, maybe some knowledge about the school and all of that. So these are researches you do before the interview. And they were pleased with the answers I gave them and all of that. And we moved to the next stage. After the first interview, when they were satisfied with that, we moved on to the second, which was the teaching virtually. So they set up Nkrabe 10 our class and almost onto my topic, I think that 3 days before. So I prepared my lesson plan, sent it to them. They were happy with it. And then the lesson was even, they said it was just 10 minutes. So I was really, na your way pass 10 minutes there, but the introduction about a main lesson about we. So I tried to go through and I say, page through really quick. So me drew me real explanation of the concept na and I'm say okay. To mama man use 10 minutes in the cry and we and you so. So I think say the be 3 days to a week, yeah. And the agents in the frame say the school has accepted we virtual win events teaching am here and into no money agye ho so they will offer me the COS and then manager pa nya some kitwa so that was it. The next part no COS no omoje me QTSC omoje me actors omoje me UK ENIC omoje me degree no omoje me passport picture no so they took a lot of the documentation they apply COS no emame buy and I'm sending me directly with the offer of employment and as for. And me gather some documents no ni nyinaa no me with the amianga sounds so me de send or no call UK.gov.uk website visa application site, the type of visa me here, skilled worker visa. One kasa me apply while they reading instructions saying now be no apply. Na sa agency also is there to guide you through. We get it stuck will be more me get stuck will be more agency no ho say obeboa na wetimi I provide the opportunity for me to go through the process me we visa application form ni we booking appointment date anyway me sign no communicate here me form no me print ma omo call through baby SMS san no so they were really really helpful me de koye submission and when I said I make say there were some documents like statement of purpose. They didn't need it for my visa, but I drafted one just to explain all the documents I include, to explain my financial status, to explain the reason I want to study in the UK. A lot of things are not among here, but I'm the home. Yeah, just to boost the. So and also Buama visa no bantem instead of study medical instead of 3 weeks came in 5 days. Mensaka visa no, like I said, the next thing is to look for your accommodation and way. So I again is research and reading. And then one more me beside do na so free munchain and me call online so check it be fine. I believe so crowd also send some links to me and also me check some of the accommodation also. Yeah, God being so good, I got the accommodation before coming to the UK. Into nipa so ambitious no so you're very good on a bepe me or the me coffee and all of that. And also boy. Into the process I think say make kind of summary, we ain't summary, but summary not saying that it's yeah.
That's good. That's wonderful. We are happy to hear all of that. Any process out there only sharing. We are really really grateful, and I'm sure so. Be our share so our trad and I say ni hu ni pe bi trad no. This would be very very helpful information. If I need to media first so I pay akwenya wo krom ha say. Now question me bisa me interview bi and say a chrome han who is saying, and I'm asking because what's not Ghana, what's not South Africa, what's not say generally a chrome han na setna who is saying, is there something you show a chair who feel say
Remember I can remember me remember I can remember me say we dey compare South Africa now me to me save 2/3 of me the minya sika minya wa ha say mo no no kre ne say me dey convert to South Africa dey na do so South Africa dey be brave. But then the minya was South Africa no. The amount na me save. I said medical actually mu say na me school principal. Enti de na me save no. And no so does be brave change the me save wa ha. Meaning say the make what you say. It I has kakra na minya no. My rent is taking everything. Abusuafo is taking part of it. Bills taken away. Enti ube wie na kakra na o de beto ho no. Like who did be crumple now? If you say you got nothing to save, ain't any your best have you on how this cannot problem I was saying no everything is taxed. Oh kota there was shop now no better the man no maybe I will pack your car no cranny attack yes I will say to ya. She say maintain tax system na say or mind we mo too much. And anyway, you will get the income, but you spend everything. It's in the I say I'm how stressed and depressed. I say, Jumana me and Chris Cano he. Sometimes we feel say, oh dear, I can't be to my Jan Tumbe 1 week be ansana, made him sacraka because as I'm working for nothing. And no credits and menu, honestly. When you're betum, you have to enjoy the country, you have to enjoy everything in here. Oh, UK, it's nice and all of that. but na me was South Africa, scan na me was South Africa. The way na me Germany was South me Germany was South Africa because I can save more of scan na me one. Scan so ye moja, scan sunsun sky abrantie into sky on one wangasa sunsun wo mu. So the more you saving and getting money there no to hono no boa ma I say the bia ni je or side but confidence was through oh baby but I say mu no the obenya ni nyina ekọ wunya kese bia na wo de ato tinam de bia ma wo dwendwene stress which is affecting your even mental well-being say better than what drew this stage say when ya what savior drew this level I will be to crowd investment to be and I say project to be and as say what you say ain't no sanity now be free say oh what said the Matty UK story in it cow sound radio and cow me drew no but and kakanga crying I meant to say ebia emrepa we nim say ne obi on the story yeah and on so say yeah we are not saying say a hundred into the extent say also baby no we are not saying this to frighten you but you can no crane natural in the application yeah they can catch us teaching possible obi at me live mantra or life policy and say obi at me I am waiting by the grace of God. Ain't no kwanya me fa so bedru ye my catch was a teaching no enye hu bebre a chechero mu bebre obetim ai enti adru ya say munu so we have to tell you the truth. You can get the school teach whatever but the system of living and the cost of living no ebetwa uma like I remember we feel say what Ghana and I said no we need and all of that a year sacrifice you coming to sacrifice them for some years kakra na ebia so we come back o so o de obepa obi na bo bra na just mutu no maka mu income abom dia fine but onko de waso be hye
And Nana Yada say Sawaje Brenna on a share information way.
yes me da wase
For yourself, bra. I think one last conversation, that is the more reason why I say, oh, but that's what you say, agency say, oh, maybe you man media to make a Uber regret it a lot.
I know the Uber chapa because I feel na Uber tete a bit ya fan say bi krampa nya wangasa usika wa save you bosia bi na say bi boy e na odi kotua ma agency yen gas agency ni ntimi fa wo ma wo manji anu si bo ne me pa cho agency ne betimi aye all right obaji usika odo beba but the card the wachi me ye me bibia no eka bia nda machi de menya no me ame dia se na me kase mentimi save ni we no me amasem what you say eka ba fa no say one wa utuaka two wa unsan timi enya bi ensave enfanye we no eno be ma more stress na ye ka so agency ni ageni we gen we now person wo ba wo de still wetin aye adwuma de atete agency in the next 3-5 years na sana what de ho start brand dia that's perfectly fine you can do that but benya dia anka wankasa wa ye wo de na waba without paying anybody because eno be mo asomdwe mo
Okay, Nana Yada was a pa and take for Yada Masen so say Magic Bread Tea and I'm subscribing and share this video. Mama,
that's my that's bye